stories like this is actually one of the reasons I believe some family members are really worse than the devil himself. Some family members are in fact more dangerous than friends and folks. Now, something happened around Owelunrata in Owerri North local government area of Imo State. So somewhere around May 2025, a 20-year-old young boy identified as Chinonso Amadi was said to have been beaten to death over an alleged power bank theft. Mr. Chinonso was said to have been living with his parents and siblings in his mother's community. While he was living there, the father was making arrangements for Chinonso to travel out to probably get a better life. Chinonso's father said his brother was abroad, so he spoke to the brother to see how Chinonso could join him, and the brother accepted. They were all hopeful that sooner or later Chinonso would travel abroad to get a better life. So while they were hopeful, Chinonso didn't want to just sit down at home not doing anything. So he started doing all kinds of menial jobs to bring food to the table to at least support his parents. As long as the job gives Chinonso money, Chinonso doesn't mind. So one fateful day, Chinonso got a job at a construction site. He went there and was doing his job. While he was doing his job, some men of the local vigilante approached him and requested for what they call matching grant fee. I think it's a tax form fee every construction site pay, especially new construction sites. And according to Chinonso's father, if you don't make that payment, they will literally stop you from working. They won't allow you to work. So when they got there, Chinonso had already mixed his cement and sand, ready to do his normal daily job. They requested for matching grant fee. Chinonso said he wasn't going to pay the money. Besides, he's not even the owner of the construction site. He was just there as a laborer or worker. So he said he was not going to pay. He continued with his work. And that led into a heated argument between him and the men of the vigilante. Now, the leader of the vigilante was said to be Chinonso's uncle. That's Chinonso's mother's brother. So he knew Chinonso very well. And he was very pissed. He got angry for the fact that Chinonso disrespected him and spoke to him at the manner at which Chinonso did. So Chinonso refused to pay them the money and they left, not knowing that the man carried the whole incident that transpired in his mind, waiting for a perfect day that he would get back at Chinonso. So on the 21st of May, Chinonso was said to have gone to a betting shop, probably to charge his phone or to play a bet. And while at the betting shop, an argument erupted between him and a friend over missing power bank. The friend accused Chinonso of stealing his power bank. Before they even knew what was happening, the information got to the head of the vigilante, which was Chinonso's uncle, that Chinonso stole power bank. At that point, the man was very happy because he has seen a perfect opportunity to deal with Chinonso. Probably in the community, if you steal, they will hand you over to vigilante and they will rough handle you or treat you whichever way they wanted. So on hearing that Chinonso stole power bank, the man was very happy because he has seen a perfect reason to revenge the insult Chinonso gives to him. So he sent his boys to bring Chinonso to a place they call torture room. It is a space where they take criminals to. When you steal, they will take you there. Vigilante will beat you up there. So they took Chinonso there and started beating Chinonso. They started flogging Chinonso mercilessly. The video even brought tears to my eyes when I watched the video. They flogged Chinonso, flogging his head, his back, everywhere. While some of them were flogging Chinonso, some went to the father's compound to tell the father that Chinonso stole power bank. So they came to look for the power bank. The father said, please hold on. Let's go to the police station. Let me take my bath. Let's go to the police station so we can report the incident instead of you people beating him up there. Because the father knew that for them to take him to torture room, probably they were going to beat his son, and he didn't want his son to go through that torture, which was why he suggested and pleaded with them that they hand over the matter to the police. But before Chinonso's father could even take his bath and come out, the young men had already gone back to torture room to continue beating Chinonso. While they were beating Chinonso, they were recording it. They were making a video of the whole incident that was going on, laughing. The person making the video was even laughing. They were posting it on social media. That was how they tortured him. They flogged him till Chinonso became unconscious. When they realized that Chinonso was unconscious, they called an Okada rider and Aboki, instructed the Aboki to take Chinonso's body to the father's gates and drop it there. Probably the Aboki knew Chinonso very well, so he took Chinonso's body to the father's gates and left it there. While he was dropping the body, Chinonso's father was also coming out to go to the police station where he saw the Aboki dropping Chinonso. So he asked the Aboki what led to him bringing Chinonso at the manner at which he did. He said he was just contacted by some men, some vigilante men from torture room to come and drop Chinonso, which was what he did. So at that point, Chinonso's father didn't know if he should follow the Aboki man to the torture room or he should start seeking for help but then again, your son is most important to you. So he raised an alarm. Neighbors came, people came, and they started looking for a way to revive Chinonso. They gave him Sprite, gave him oral drip, but everything they did was not helping because Chinonso was bleeding badly due to the manner at which they bruised him. His father said his head was bleeding, his whole body was bleeding. So at that point, they rushed him to the hospital. Unfortunately, he was pronounced dead. So the father came back with the dead body to the house, while some angry youths went to the head of the Vigilante's house, set his house on fire, started destroying some of his properties and also destroying properties of some persons that were involved. Because they saw the videos online, they were able to identify who they were involved. Some went to the police station and reported the incident to the police. Police came and took the body to the morgue. According to Chinonso's father, that was where they ended. That was where they stopped. After they took the body to the morgue, they didn't bother investigating or arresting the culprits. They just left the whole matter like that. So some youths were not pleased. As days has passed, nothing has been done, nobody has been arrested. So they went outside their community. They went to another community still in the States to seek for help from another police known as Tiger Base Police Command. So the Tiger Base Police Command came to their rescue. They started investigating immediately. With the help of the video the vigilante men made, the police were able to apprehend about 3 or 4 of them. However, the main culprit, which is Chinonso's uncle Chiazo, was nowhere to be found. Mr. Chiazo had absconded alongside some other persons that were involved. So the police assured the family that they would do everything in their power to see that justice is being given to late Chinonso. However, they pleaded with the family and community youths not to take laws into their hands and further destroy properties, that they would do their best to arrest the culprits and bring them to book and give justice to late Mr. Chinonso. While Chinonso's father is hopeful that they will get justice for his son, he is counting on the police. The mother said she is not even willing to listen to the fact that they want to arrest people. She just wants everybody that was involved in the killing of her son to also go down. She wants them to kill everybody that was involved because her son was just a 20-year-old boy who was hustling and he was killed. So for her, they should kill everybody that was involved. There is no room for mercy. There is no room to say, I want to take them, they are arresting them, taking them. We all know how they operate in Nigeria. If they say 10 years imprisonment, in no time they will be roaming freely. So the mother doesn't want that chance. She just wants them to be killed straight up. I don't blame her because she is a mother. All she wants is justice for her son, and I hope the police are able to give justice to this boy because no one actually deserves this. Now, to even make things worse, the power bank that they accused him of stealing, it was said the power bank was eventually found. Now, my question is, hope they arrested the friend who accused him of stealing his power bank. Hope he was equally arrested because he is also one of the reasons this whole incident happened. Why didn't you look for your power bank thoroughly before raising an alarm that they stole your power bank? Was Chinonso the only person at the betting shop that you would accuse him of stealing your power bank? Was he the only person there? Didn't you see the need to just randomly say your power bank is missing and everybody start looking for it? Was it necessary to point out accusing fingers on Chinonso, except he was asked to actually do that? I don't know. Probably someone asked him to go there and accuse Chinonso. Probably it's a setup. I don't know. And then again, for the father, I'm in a way blaming him because you saw the state at which they brought your son. You said he was bleeding in his head. His whole body was bleeding. And you people didn't even rush him to the hospital immediately. You started administering Sprite and oral drip. I feel that was not the best option for you. You people should have taken him to the hospital first. You people should have taken him to the hospital first. That was the first point you people should have taken him to. Not administering Sprite and oral drip. He may have had internal bleeding. He may have sustained serious head injury. Someone was thoroughly beaten and brought lifeless, bleeding in his head and his body, and you left him there and administering Sprite and oral drip. Come on. I won't even entirely blame him. Even if I want to blame him, I won't entirely blame him. Probably he was confused. He didn't know what to do. Probably he was very confused seeing your 20-year-old son lying in front of you. He may have been confused. However, may his soul rest in peace. And I hope they catch that his uncle, Mr. Chiazo, and the other accomplices that ran away. I hope they also arrest Chinonso's friend because he is a major part of this whole drama that happened and he needs to be arrested.